Scene is Horsell Common, London, 1894. A meadow, giant hole made last night by the impact of a meteor-like projectile. Sand and gravel have been blasted in all directions. The heaps are visible a mile and a half away. The heather is on fire, and the thin blue smoke can be seen against the darkening sky. The projectile itself lies in a deep pit, almost completely buried. Parts of the thing, along with shattered fragments of a fir tree, are buried in the sand. The uncovered part of what appears to be a giant cylinder is caked over with a dun-colored encrustation. Maybe 100 people or more are gathered in a great irregular circle, not saying anything, communicating in short, excited cries, hiding behind ditches, fences, hedges, and staring at a few heaps of blackened sand. An eyewitness, obviously shaken, gives this account. I think everyone expected a man to emerge. Possibly a little unlike us terrestrial men, but in all essentials a man, I know it. I did, but presently I saw something stirring in the shadows. Gray, billowy movements, one of them, and then two luminous discs, like eyes. Then something resembling a little gray snake, the size perhaps of a walking stick, coiled up out of the writhing middle and wriggled towards me. A sudden chill came over me. I heard a woman shout from behind me. I half turned, keeping my eyes still upon the cylinder from which another of the tentacles was now emerging. And then another. I began to push myself back from the edge of the cylinder. I saw astonishment give way to horror on the faces of the people around me. I heard inarticulate exclamations on all sides. There was a general movement backward. I found myself alone. I looked back at the cylinder and was overcome with ungovernable terror. I stood petrified and staring. A large, grayish hulk, the size perhaps of a bear, was slowly and painfully emerging from the cylinder. As it bulged up and caught the light, it glistened like wet leather. Two large, dark-colored eyes gazed at me steadfastly. The mask that framed the head of the thing was round and had, one might say, a face. There was a mouth underneath those eyes, the lipless brim of which quivered and panted and dropped saliva. The whole creature heaved and pulsated convulsively. A lank, tentacular appendage gripped the edge of the cylinder. Another swayed in the air. Those of you who have never seen a living Martian can scarcely comprehend the strange horror of its appearance. The peculiar V-shaped mouth with its pointed upper lip. The absence of brow ridges, the absence of a chin beneath the wedge-like lower lip. The incessant trembling of those lips. The gorgon group of tentacles. The tumultuous breathing of the lungs in the strange atmosphere. The evident heaviness and painfulness of movement due to the greater gravitational energy of the Earth. And above all, the extraordinary intensity of those immense eyes, which were at once vital, intense, crippled, inhuman, and monstrous. There was something fungoid in the oily brown skin, something in the clumsy deliberation of the tedious movements unspeakably nasty. Even at this first glimpse, this first encounter, I was overcome with fear and disgust.
Shatner. Bill has to catch a plane, so we'll have to say goodbye to him right now. Thank you, Bill. Until next time. William Shatner.